I get asked quite a lot at the moment about sugar. I think it's the subject on everyone's lips. It's a conversation that people want to have because there's an awareness now that sugar isn't good for us, and even the things that we thought were good for us that were sweet are starting to be demonised. And there is really a little bit of a pecking order with the sugars. So we think about the white processed sugar not being good, and then we move one down, and we used to think that brown sugar therefore was okay, but we realise now that the body doesn't recognise the difference between brown and white. It also doesn't really recognise the difference between honey and sugar, because in your body, your body has the same response. It's glucose, and it starts to react to that. The other thing, of course, is the fruit sugars. When we start to see things like fructose, which is a fruit sugar, we absorb, it's the only sugar that we absorb not in the gut, but actually in the liver. So it's a little bit less, it's actually less good for us. And that's why fruit has been also sidelined, and all of the fruit juices have been sort of cut now with vegetables. So in the supermarket, we've started to see things like Pruvia and Truvia, which are a derivative or a compound that's connected to stevia. The problem with stevia, which is originally the Paraguayan sugar leaf, is that it's so super sweet that it doesn't work weight for weight like sugar. So they've taken a percentage of stevia, which has a slightly cooling aftertaste, a bit like mint, and they've cut it with something else. So Truvia or Pruvia is very small percent stevia, 90 whatever percent filler. So it works weight for weight like sugar. This is not great. Those sorts of things are real fillers, and they aren't great for you. They're still responding in your body in a bad way. And also it's chemical. The next thing could be xylitol. Xylitol has a response in your body which it doesn't raise up your glycemic index, but it's still not the best sugar out there. There are a couple of other things which are probably a little bit better, and that would be coconut sugar, because it's natural. The closer to really natural you can get, of course we always know that's better, and it doesn't mess with your glycemic index too much. So start to see some raw chocolates coming out there, maybe sweetened with coconut sugar rather than agave. We used to think agave nectar was great, but often a lot of it is super boiled up, super processed, and actually does affect your blood sugar levels. But the best thing out there, and it's still taken a long time to get to market, is Palmyra jaggery. And Palmyra jaggery is a natural sweetener, works weight for weight just like sugar, but the great thing about it is it's super high in B12, which we all need a little bit more of, and also it actually has a calming effect. So it has nutritional benefits and a great response on the body. It's perfect for diabetics. There is no limit to how much they can eat, because it doesn't affect the glycemic index and the blood sugar levels. So if you can, and you can get out there and get some Palmyra jaggery, it's usually sold online. If you do sweeten your food with sugar, that would be the best option. Otherwise, coconut sugar is great, and xylitol. The only thing with xylitol is that a little too much can give you an upset stomach. But I guess you shouldn't be sweetening your food that much anyway. Not really, because even though it is a natural sweetener, you are starting to see your body craving sugar, and you're increasing that sugar craving by giving it more, even when it's a lower index sugar. Thanks for tuning in. There's all the sweet information that I have for you this week. Tune in next week. We'd love to have you. Have a great week in between. Have a healthy week.